We have all felt that the way MTV culture and the internet music is bombarding the young minds today with music which is instant gratification of the senses, that we felt that maybe in 15, 20 years we will lose our heritage of the classical arts that we have. There are two factors here. One, there is no time for the children. There's so much of pressure of studies. There's so much of attraction all around. In our childhood, we never had anything except the radio. Now there's the TV. There's so many other avenues of attraction that they don't have that depth nor the exposure to understand that our music has this sublime and ethereal quality which sort of sticks to our brain. Let me give you a small analogy. If you watch a film, a Kurosawa film or a Satyajit Ray film, the images haunt you for a lifetime. But you watch a run-of-the-mill commercial Bollywood or a Hollywood film, by the time you're out of the theater, it has gone from your mind. What is this auditory and visual effect that sort of clings to you for a lifetime? It is the same thing with our classical music. It gives you, it haunts you again and again. It is somewhere in the brain that it attaches and makes you come back again and again. We have a history, we go back in posterity to maybe 4,000 years before Christ, when the ancient sages postulated the Anu and the Paramanu, the molecule and atom of matter. As lay people, what do we understand about an atom? It's neutrons, protons and electrons rapidly oscillating around each other. And the sages said that when there is a movement, you ought to have a vibration. And the sum total of all matter on earth has a sum total vibration, which they delineated as Om, the primal sound, and called it the Anahat Nad. And it was their spiritual seeking that they wanted to know what this Nad was. It was such that they set an entire Veda to music, and which is our Sama Veda. And they declared that Shabda is Brahma, sound is God. And they put the Veena, a musical instrument, in the hands of Hindu goddess of learning, Mata Saraswati, but books at her feet. And the sages said, Na vidya sangitatpara. That means there is no knowledge beyond music. Unlike Western music, our music is not written music. So it requires what one may say undivided mindfulness. And our music, since it's not written, basically is a set of notes in ascent and descent with an emphasis on a certain note, which changes the color and gives you a raga. Then we have rhythmic patterns. Panditji will go into details. You can call our music catty. Catty and possessive like your girlfriends. If you don't pay enough attention, they run away from you. And to learn this sort of music, it required undivided devotion and attention. So we had this system of learning known as the Guru Shishya Parampara. Unlike Western music, we don't have structured courses. We don't have appreciation courses, where if I want to know something about Indian classical music, there is no one now to tell me what it is. This is what Mohini Foundation is trying to do.
Finally, the most important part of a raga is that it is generated from human utterances under the action of human emotions. Your words or your talk or your conversation is meaningless until and unless it has got ups and downs. If I want to say that, my dear Daipayan, you know I love you very much, but sometimes I feel like breaking your head when you don't play well. It does not really mean anything. My dear Daipayan, you know that I love you very much, but sometimes I feel like breaking your head if you don't play well. All these ups and downs reflect the ups and downs of your emotions. And ragas, therefore, depict the human emotions very correctly and very comfortably. Now I will give you some human utterances under various kinds of emotions from everyday lives. Oh, Harry! Boyfriend paying too much attention to girlfriend and she getting disgusted. Oh, Harry! Why don't you leave me alone? Oh, Harry! Why don't you leave me alone? Oh, Harry! Why don't you leave me alone? So, this Rag Bhairavi. If musical phrases can be generated by human emotions or speech of human beings under the influence of emotion, it is only natural that all over the world similar musical phrases will be generated under similar influences of emotion. No mistake. You hear a mother talking to her newborn child. You don't have to know the language. Mother's cooing tone will tell you that the child is a newborn one. Let that child grow up into a mischievous brat of 8 or 10, making mother's life miserable, mother's tone will change. The other principal part of our music is the beats, tala. Our beats do not proceed endlessly. They proceed in cycles of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 16 and so on. How do you recognize a particular cycle of tal? If I say that I am executing a 6-beat cycle and go on doing this, can you make head or tail of this? Because you don't know which of these beats is the starting beat of this cycle. That is where this wonderful instrument, tabla, comes to your aid. Out of these 2 circles, a number of different sounds can be produced. We are giving you samples of that. Ta, tin, play ta and tin to let them understand the difference. Thun, ta and thun, tete, ka and gha by ghe ghe, gran, gran, tikran, titgran, titgran tak dhinna, titgran tak dhinna, gran tak dhinna, gran tak dhinna. So many things can be produced out of this, and therefore the cycles, they have separate sounds, mostly separate sounds, denoting the start of the cycle, the middle of the cycle, and the end of the cycle. Say for a 7-beat cycle, the sounds are tin, tin, na, dhin, na, dhin, na. Tin, tin, na, dhin, na, dhin. 10-bit cycle. Dinna, din, dinna, dinna, din, dinna. A 16-bit cycle.